Nambaye n'ibitenge binane gasane no kurusha n'intambwe n'umuntu w'umugabo. Nibwo kumva numva ikintu arakinkubise nibwo bambwiye ngo ni nyundo yaje ari yambariyeho gutya. Ubwo nabonye akazi ku Eden.
Here comes a man. He is in a leadership system. What he does is a very terrible, unimaginable story. It's a really heartbreaking story in the Bagna community. What we are talking about, the man who punched a hammer in the head of citizen. It happened last night, just last night. We are going to tell you whole story, and the video itself, it will show you the tragic moment people from Masaka are really going through. So we really don't know what was in his mind. Now, if we do still have people think about use hammer or use any traditional weapon to kill somebody, to put to somebody to death, it is really a great tragedy. We are going to tell you all the story. Being there, we covered it all. We encourage you to take a look until the end of video. A reader hit a citizen in the head with a hammer and bled the citizen's head to death. On Sunday afternoon, May 23rd, 2021, Ernest, who is a security guard, commonly known as the commander, Elizabeth, was beaten. Ernest hit a hammer in her head almost to death. An issue was money. It started in the Bart home, and she is a prostitute. In that time, this man came to buy love and sex activity from her on the time. It happened Sunday night. They had a good time, not only shared the drink on Sunday night. The residency of Nyakarambi Village, Gitaraga Cell, Masaka Sector, Kicukiro District in Kigali City told Umubavu TV Online and Umubavu.com that the commander, who struck, not only hit Mutesi's head by using a hammer, is already the chief of security in the village. That after committing this crime, he was immediately handed over to the RIB of Masaka. Elizabeth was beaten on her head where she was hit with a hammer. She told Umubavu TV Online and Umubavu.com that Ernest, who is the commander, came in her home on Saturday night. It was around 8 p.m. The reason and main point was to buy a sex activity and have a good time in short with her. The drunken man said, "How come this man knocked to the door of her house and they opened for him up, and then they went to share some drink deeply and they fall down due to an alcohol. Later coming home, finally they got the home together." The commander told them that as people who share his belief, drink and fall together with them in this house, her roommate was hated him. They started to destroy indoor and outdoor stuff, breaking as a result of breaking the glass of the house and other property inside. They make a noise for entire community. The commander stated that this woman, who is a sex worker, did stolen almost 80,000 Rwandan money from his wallet and pocket. Unfortunately, this woman led himself into debt. The woman who had been said to be in a business of sex worker and sometimes attend to do a fucking job that is available in the community, I came to call the ECO chief and told him that someone had attacked her and hit her in the head with a hammer. After denial, the commander returned home the next day around 4 p.m. She said he tried to attack Mutesi, not only beat her up, including those of a civil reader who immediately called the RIB staff to come and take him into prison while Mutesi runs away and people look after her to take her to meet a doctor. The commander who came away but slept with her not pay anything as they been angry with themselves, but later this lady stole the almost 80,000 Rwandan money from his wallet and pocket. It is where the tragedy and great mistake that raised the anger of this man to punch her that started from. Unfortunately, they end up with no joy, no happiness, because this man hit her in the head with a hammer for 3 times. Isibo rushed to rescue her and arrested him, while the other, who was laying on the ground, called for help. Instead, that they had not taken any money from commander, and that he had drunk with her, not only falling into sexual activity, but nothing about to take his man away. She said that as soon as she was hit in the head with a hammer, people immediately cried down, and she immediately taken it to meet a doctor. And when a man who is a commander was also handed over to RIB, which is Rwanda Investigation Bureau, to investigate and do the right and file justice. The landlord who lives in the place saw them together when they shared a meal with the commander, and he had never seen those women taking his man away. Mwumvaneza Fabulous, popular known as David, told the Umubavu TV Online and Umubavu.com that he had witnessed this commander beating Mutesi with a hammer 3 times in her head, that if people had not come to rescue her, she would be dead very soon. This man, who is a commander, is very dangerous in the community. No doubt this man, Apollinaire, the leader of Isibo, witnessed the tragedy and confirmed that former commander of Rwandan Army Forces later came to admit his citizen with a hammer in the head, where himself was the one who is responsible to save her life plus other, so that they are still pursue the mal event through his wrong activity he has done. But no matter what, we will try to fix an error and restore the peace and the security back in the community, as we are all plan and purpose every day for it. The leader went ahead to say they are still collecting an information, and he is going to report on the event what happened to all the Isibo citizens in order to be aware of it, but encourage all of citizens, all the people who stay in his place, not to do things as it have happened, because it is very wrong activity to say man punched anyone with a hammer. If we are consciously about the historical tragedy Rwanda went through long ago. The leader of Isibo continued to say this man did a very wrong thing. We are going to put him in trial, and he have read a very long image to our leadership. As we will report this story, the leader of Nyakarambi Village in a way to capture and respond to all the things that was all around, to have the right thing to let you know, to publish and speak to you. The leader of Nyakarambi Village responded to Umubavu reporters in threatening manners that they should not come to his place without first asking him. We asked him to comment on the mad event, and he told us that he will not tell us anything.